Family Allergies Negligence in death of 4-year-old Bustamante Hospital undertaking probe. The family of 4-year-old Alexandria Jones wants the administration of the Bustamante Hospital for Children to be held accountable for alleged negligence, claiming the hospital took nearly 2 weeks to notify them of her death following surgery. In a statement, the hospital said it has launched an internal investigation to review the circumstances surrounding the case. Susanna Watson, Jones' aunt, told reporters that the child became ill in April and had been visiting the children's clinic at the hospital. She said her niece had developed crossed eyes and had been vomiting frequently. In December, she was reportedly referred for an MRI, which allegedly revealed that she had a tumor at the back of her head and fluid at the top. Watson said the fluid was pressing on the tumor, which caused pressure on the child's spine. An emergency surgery was recommended and carried out on December 17. Watson said the family was informed that the surgery was successful and that the entire tumor had been removed. However, according to her, they were told that Jones needed to be sedated for 48 hours to allow the swelling to dissipate. That same night, Watson revealed the family was informed of complications. The sutures in Jones' surgery had become blocked, causing a build-up of fluid in her brain. Another operation was performed to the brain for the fluid. Watson said she was informed that Jones was barely responding after this procedure. She, the doctor, was telling us that we needed to pray, stimulate her, talk to her, so that she could sense some form of similarities, because it was like she went into a coma after that. That's what they were saying, Watson said. She said the hospital pronounced her niece brain dead on December 31st, and she was removed from the life support machine. However, Watson said an independent autopsy commissioned by the family revealed that her niece has died from blood clot hours after the surgery on December 17. Basically, we were actually taking a dead baby over to the period of time between the 17th, the 18th to the 30th, she stated. Watson stated that the hospital was reluctant to release Jones' body to the family, initially telling them that it would take 2 weeks and discouraging them from conducting an autopsy. The family has since been in meetings with the hospital to address the findings of the independent autopsy. The Bustamante Hospital, in the statement, said it had already contacted the family involved, offering guidance on the matter. The family has been encouraged to submit a formal written complaint to facilitate a meeting with the relevant hospital teams to address their concerns directly, it stated. The hospital further stated that it is committed to ensuring the high standards of care and patient safety while taking all concerns seriously. It added that it would work closely with the family and the relevant authorities to resolve the matter in a transparent and timely manner. Meanwhile, Watson described the loss as devastating for the family, remembering Jones as a fun-loving, brilliant, and kind child who enjoyed dancing, watching videos on TikTok, and had a passion for fashion. We want the persons to be held accountable so that something like this never reoccur again and that other parents will not have to go through this. Nobody should have to go through this type of pain, she stated. Police seek public's help in identifying body found in Devon Pen. The St. Mary Criminal Investigations Bureau, CIB, is seeking the public's assistance in identifying the body of a woman that was found wrapped in a blanket and a blue tarpaulin on Sunday on the Devon Pen main road in the parish. The woman, who is believed to be in her late 20s, was dressed in a white t-shirt, blue underwear, black socks with tattoos on the chest, thighs and right shoulder with distinctive marks JVSC and LaBeer and a cross on the chest. She is believed to be about 6 months pregnant. Area residents told reporters that the woman is not from Devon Pen or any of the adjoining communities in St. Mary. The police are seeking anyone who can identify her to contact the Port Mary Police or the nearest police station. Government says no case of HMPV in country. The Ministry of Health and Wellness has advised that no case of the HMPV has been detected in Jamaica and that the Caribbean Public Health Agency has indicated that the current risk to the Caribbean is low. The advisory comes amidst concern about a report outbreak of HMPV in China. HMPV is a respiratory virus that causes upper and lower respiratory disease in people of all ages. Symptoms include cough, fever, nasal congestion, and shortness of breath, which may progress to bronchitis or pneumonia. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bisosa Mackenzie says vulnerable groups including children under 5 years, the elderly, and those who are weakened with immune system are more at risk. Meantime, Dr. Mackenzie notes that Jamaica is seeing an increase in respiratory illnesses, as is usual at this time of the year.
The ministry is advising that all persons are at risk for respiratory illnesses and for transmitting infections. Every effort must be made to safeguard vulnerable individuals, including the very young and the very old, and those with chronic diseases that make them immunocompromised. They are at risk for severe illnesses. Persons should wear masks in crowded areas, and if they are ill with flu like symptoms, they should wash their hands frequently and avoid touching the face. Jamaica is currently experiencing the rise in respiratory illnesses normally seen at this time of the year. Influenza A, H1N1, the pandemic strain, is the predominant strain in circulation in Jamaica. We had 256 cases in 2024. This is followed by influenza A, H3N2. We had 62 cases in 2024 and a few cases of influenza B, 5 cases in 2024. We have not had any case of avian influenza A, which is H5N1, nor have we had any case of human metapneumovirus HMPV.
Improve water supply for Port Royal amid commissioning of new $530 million pipeline system. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has declared that Port Royal in East Kingston will become Jamaica's next economic hub, following a significant investment of more than $530 million by the National Water Commission (NWC) to upgrade the transition main between the Norman Manley International Airport runabout and the agency pumping station in the area. As part of the project, 8 cast iron transmission mains were replaced with 12-inch high-density pipeline. The material of the pipeline is more resilient to the high saltwater levels common to the area and is expected to last between 40 to 50 years. Speaking at Tuesday's commissioning ceremony, Holness highlighted that the town's heritage asset remain largely untapped and will properly develop, they could provide revenue to fuel further growth in both the town and Jamaica as a whole.
The point to be made is that these pipes were laid maybe 60 to 70 years ago, and so they are old. But not just that, the diameter of the pipes that were laid, they were very small diameter pipes, so they couldn't carry the volume of water that is necessary. And having been laid for so long, the internal carriage area of the pipes would have become encrusted, and so the pipes themselves would have gotten smaller. So the people of Port Royal were literally suffering from aged infrastructure. And this aged infrastructure simply could not carry the volume of water. It couldn't take the pressure of the water, and they would break frequently. What we have done is to change the kind of pipe that we have put in place. So it's no longer the old metal pipes that could become rusted and encrusted. No. What we have laid now are high-density polyethylene pipes, which are very robust, a little bit more flexible, and they are designed to last much longer than the old metal pipes. And these pipes can take the pressure of the pumped water supply to the area. And they are of a larger capacity as well. So there will be more water for Port Royal. This was done at a cost of approximately 533 million Jamaican dollars, and over 2,000 residents of this area, not to mention the persons who visit here on a weekend and the possible cruise ship visitors, they will all have the convenience of potable water. So this is a major achievement that the government is marking by this ceremony. And I'm certain that the people of Port Royal are very happy, very, very happy to have this improved facility. Indeed, they mark it as an improvement in the quality of life that they experience.
Lasco Foundation mourns tragic loss of O'Neill Stevens. The Lasco Foundation, LCF, has joined the education fraternity and the wider Jamaican community in mourning the tragic loss of O'Neill Stevens and his wife, Kamisha Lindsay Stevens. Professor Rosalie Hamilton, CEO of LCF, describes Stevens as a determined trailblazer and promising educator whose contribution to the education system and to his students are forever honored. Stevens, one of 130 educators honored at the 2024 Lasco Teacher, TVET Teacher and Principal of the Year Award last month, passed away in the United States on January 3rd following a motor vehicle crash despite the efforts of emergency personnel, according to multiple media sources. The incident has taken two remarkable individuals, Professor Hamilton expressed, making notable mention of his wife, who was front and center supporting the principal throughout the rigorous interview process conducted by members of the LCF, Ministry of Education, Skills Youth, and Information, and the Jamaica Teaching Council JTC for Placement Award. On behalf of the Foundation, Professor Hamilton extends heartfelt condolences to the families of the deceased, their daughters, the primary school community, his colleagues, and all who would be blessed to know this extraordinary couple. Principal Stevens, who was a two-time finalist in the annual Lasco MOE, JTC Teacher, TVET Teacher, and Principal of the Year Awards, made a great impression from the very first introduction. We were able to see him not only in a professional light, but also as a family man, and his wife and children were present at his interviews, and I must say, learning about the tragic incident that led to this demise is truly heartbreaking, Professor Hamilton reflected. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.